Well, for more on this, pleased to say we're joined live from Bath in the UK by Dr. Bharat Pankhania, a senior clinical lecturer at the University of Exeter Medical School. Hello to you. Just tell us first of all how concerned we should be about this outbreak.
It's very concerning in that we have extensive outbreak in Africa, and now, as we heard in your report, we have cases in Europe, Pakistan, and inevitably we will have cases in other parts of the world. The good news really, and we need to reassure our listeners and viewers, is this is not something like the SARS pandemic. This is different, and we also know how to deal with it.
But we did hear in Shadia's report that Mpox is highly contagious. So is it inevitable this situation is going to get significantly worse before it gets better? Or can certain things be done to help improve the situation?
Yes, unfortunately, it will get worse before it can get better. So what we have to do is keep those people who have been contacts of a case or are ill out of circulation, and of course mobilize vaccines. So if a vaccine is administered to people very soon after exposure, it makes the disease a lot less severe. Now, the difficulties are that a person can be perfectly normal, no rash, nothing to see, but they can be infectious in the early stage of their illness, and then they continue to be infectious until all those lesions that we saw in the report have gone. And that means that they are infectious for a long time. And if they're infectious for a long time, it's difficult to keep people out of circulation for a long time. And those are the difficulties, especially in Africa, where you just cannot be kept in quarantine because people eat and work on just a daily basis of work and eat. You just can't keep people out of circulation for long periods of time.
So as far as vaccines are concerned, how practical is it to get them to the people who need them most?
Very difficult because we haven't got huge supplies. So the manufacturers of the vaccines will have to increase production. But then there are logistics issues as well. Africa, especially the DCR, the Democratic Republic of Congo, has got civil war, insurrection, war at its border with Rwanda. So it's difficult to transport vaccines under those circumstances. The best dose is you give a dose, and then 4 weeks later, you give another dose. So again, there's logistics of, the first dose, interval, and then the second dose.
OK, we'll continue to watch this story very closely. Dr. Bharat Pankhania, thank you very much indeed for joining us.